I want to go ahead and talk about the Atlanta Braves in sports, in politics. And a lot of people don't realize, but sports and politics are slowly but surely coming together. It's been going together for a good while. But this particular situation is about investing. This is the perfect tool and perfect situation to talk about investment in the game of sports and politics. And I'm gonna tell you why. Major League Baseball moved the 2021 All-Star Game from Atlanta over the Georgia voting law. Okay? Major League Baseball announced Friday, this was back in April, that it is moving the 2021 All-Star Game out of Atlanta in response to a new Georgia law that has civil rights group concerned about its potential to restrict voting assets for people of color. So basically, in so many words, to me, Major League Baseball punished the city of Atlanta by moving the game to Coors Field in Denver, Colorado, costing that city over $100 million that day for that game. Okay? And I do believe that the voting issue that they had was people of color, lower income people of color did not have transportation to get there. And some of the voting areas would not open on the weekend. So they made it into a civil rights issue. Okay? That's what they did. And so Major League Baseball, which is, my personal opinion, tried to follow its lead of dealing with wokeism, like the NBA, like part of the NFL have bowed down to a knee towards woke and all that other kind of stuff. So they literally punished the city by moving the game. But I like to call this the big get back. Okay? You literally punish the city that kind of money. And a couple of months later, right after the All-Star game, now Atlanta finds themselves in the World Series, playing a potential 7 games. But as of right now, they done played 4 because Atlanta is up 3-1. So they're a game away from winning it. That, to me, outweighs the means of what happened during that incident of the All-Star game that happened, I do believe, in July. This is what you call investment. Sometimes you take a loss to get a bigger gain. Absolutely. You see, the All-Star game was a one-game thing where you have all your stars and your star-studdeds and stuff like that of today's athletes. But the World Series lasts 7 games. If it goes that far, it all depends. Revenue will be through the roof. You see, far as that voting situation that Major League Baseball got themselves caught up in with wokeism, I like to call it, and they try to make it as if it was an issue about opening on the weekends or people not having transportation, and they made it a concern. Uber to get there. You Uber every place else to get to any other place you want to go. Uber to get there. Now, far as the booth's closing at 5 o'clock and you work, take a day off or half a day. If voting means that much to you, then you will find a way to get there. It's just like a job. If having a job means that much to you, you'll find a way to get to and from work. Now, if it's not open on the weekend, it's not open. then you find another way to get there. I don't think that has a civil rights issue in talking about people of color getting access to getting to the voting booth. But guess what? You literally cost your city $100 million and also other revenues. As you can see here, I am a baseball card investor. I love baseball cards. I collect them. As you can see here, I got the greats here with Deion Sanders, Chipper Jones, Tom Glavine, and John Smoltz. Those guys are big. They were big time back in the days. Big time. And now, as you can, if you guys do any research, the baseball card trading game is actually big business. Today's players and today's athletes generate millions and millions and millions of dollars. So dealing with sports and politics, it can be very dangerous. But right now, I am talking about the investment of what sports and politics has done in this situation here. This right here is what you call an investment. Sometimes you lose just to get a bigger gain. The state of Georgia and the city of Atlanta lost an all-star game that literally cost them over $100 million. But in a couple months' time, you literally would generate more and more and more and more, if not millions and millions and millions of dollars, because of the World Series that you guys have earned the right to participate in. That in itself, Major League Baseball cannot take away from you. So I tip my hat off to these men that are playing in the World Series on both teams, Atlanta Braves and the Houston Astros. I am a big Dusty Baker fan. I have his baseball card, and I'm getting it graded because he's one of my favorite players of back in the days, and he's one of my favorite coaches. But I'm actually pulling for the Braves in this one because they lost a serious investment in the All-Star game. But now they have a serious potential gain because of the World Series that they are participating in. So this is what you call investment. So all you guys, you young guys out there, this is your lesson 101 right here, how investment works. Sometimes you lose. Sometimes the market goes up. The market goes down. Sometimes you lose. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose more than you win. But in this situation, they lost a lot just so they can have a bigger gain. Thanks to the politics of a Georgia voting law, which had nothing to do with the baseball in itself. So I just had to be the guy to talk about it. And I felt the need to talk about it. And that's just how my views are on this situation. But since I'm in the card trading community, I just wanted to talk about the investments of the political aspects of politics and sports and how the investment world worked out for the Atlanta Braves, for the city of Atlanta and the state of Georgia, how it actually ended up working out for them in their favor. So I'm going to give a shout out to the Atlanta Braves and give a shout out to the city of Atlanta for hanging in there, because they had a big time loss just so your Atlanta Braves team can have a bigger game for the city and for the state. So I want to give a shout out to you guys, and I wish you guys luck.